Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For question number 1, this question have 3 minor questions, which is question 1A, 1B and 1C. So for question number 1A, this question asks to find all possible outcome for a sequent event. Meanwhile, for question 1B, it's same with question 1A, and it also asks to find probability. And for question C, this question asks to find probability based on the probability given in the question. For question 1A, what is the maximum number of words that can be formed from the alphabet with 2 different vowels and 2 different consonants? So in this question, we use combination rule. So the answer is 2100. Next, question B. Given a word and it placed in a line. B1. This word has 8 letters and no repeated letter. So we just use egg factorial and the answer is 40,320. For B2, first find all possible 3 letter chosen, which is at C3 equal to 56. Next, most consonant chosen means letter consonant chosen less or equal to 2. And the answer is 46. To find probability, 46 divide 56 equal to 0.8214. Finally, for question 1C, based on the question, there are some value for probability given. And A, consider as river is polluted, and B, sample of water tester detect pollution. Apostrophe A is one event that complement with A, means PA plus apostrophe A equal to 1. C1, to find probability B, we need to determine all the probability that related with PB. So we will get PB dependent A and PB dependent apostrophe A. Next, this probability need to multiply with it dependent to find only probability B. So we will get the answer 0.365. For C2, we use Bayes' theorem. So the answer will be 0.6164.
For question 2, a vaccine has a 95% probability of being effective in preventing a certain disease. The probability of getting the disease if a person is not vaccinated is 50%. In a certain rural area, only 25% of the people get vaccinated.
Solution for question 2A. Firstly, we just lay out all the information that we can use. As in the statement given, in a certain rural area, only 25% of the people get vaccinated. So we just let V equal to get vaccinated. So probability V equal to 0.25. And then find other information that we can use in the statement again. The vaccine has a 95% probability of being effective in preventing a certain disease. So let V prime equal to not contract the disease. So the probability is the probability V given D prime equal to 0.95. Last information in the statement is the probability of getting the disease if a person is not vaccinated is 50%, which means probability is probability V prime given D equal to 0.5. Now, you just put all the hint below up to 3 diagrams. Solution for question 2B. Let the probability not contract the disease, which is probability V prime, is probability V multiplied with probability V given D prime, and add the product of probability V prime with probability V prime given D prime. Then substitute all the values as has been shown. After we sum the 0.2375 to 0.375, we will get the answer 0.6125. Solution for question 2C. For this question, we have to use Bayes' theorem only. We write as probability D given V equal to probability V given D times probability D over probability V. Substitute all the values from the diagram into the formula. Calculate 0.05 times 1 minus 0.6125 over 0.25, and we will get the answer 0.019375.
For question 3, in a recent survey conducted by research assistant, 89 male employees were surveyed and classified according to their position in the factory and their preference on online games. The results of the survey are shown in the table below.
For question 3A, the question asks, what is the probability if the employee is an operator and he prefers to play PUBG? And the solution is probabilities operator intersect with PUBG, the answer will be 7/89. Next is question 3b. The question asks, the employee prefers Clash of Clans or he is an operator. The solution is probability Clash of Clans plus probabilities operator minus probabilities Clash of Clans intersection operator. And the answer will be 69/89. Last, for questions 3c, given that the employee is a technician, find probability that he prefers to play Mobile Legends. The solution is probability Mobile Legends intersect with technician and divided by probability technician. The answer will be 2/13.
Next, let's move on to question number 4. The bias dice with 5 faces is row. The discrete random variable y represents score, which is the uppermost. The probability distribution of random variable y is shown in the table below.
For question A, we need to show that the value of k is 1/5. Since the total of fy is equal to 1, so we can add all the elements of fy and equal it to 1. Then it's proof that k is equal to 1/5. Now we can substitute 1/5 into k to find the probability distribution. Next, to find mean, we have to find the summation of product of y and fy. So first we're going to multiply every y and its fy and find the total. The mean is 33/10. For standard deviation, there's two formula that we can use, but I'm gonna use this one because it's easier. So first thing I do is we have to find the mean square. We already have the mean value for previous question, so all we have to do is square the mean value. Next, find the square of every y. Now that we already have the y squared, now we're going to multiply every y squared with fy. After that, what we have to do is add all of the value, because the formula is to find the summation of product of y squared and multiply with fy. Now we can just substitute the value into the formula. So the answer for standard deviation is 1.1874. For C, we have to find the cumulative distribution function of random variable y. To find the cumulative distribution function, we have to add the fy one by one. Next, to evaluate by less than and equal to 3, we have to find the summation of f1, f2, and f3. The answer is 3/5.
Next, question 5. Let the random variable z represent the weekly demand for soft drinks in 1000 liters at a certain demand in Sedangkan. The probability density function of random variable z is shown below. Z square in bracket 2z plus 3/2, which is z is between 0 and 1.
For question 5a, based on the question, D is continuous question. So, to find the distribution function, we need to integrate function. Based on formula, the upper limit is unknown and the lower limit is negative infinity. The question states z is between 0 and 1, so the lower limit is 0. Why we place z to x? Because we want the answer in z. Next, we can integrate x squared in bracket 2x plus 3/2 dx. We can get 2x the power of 4/4 plus 3/2x the power of 3/3. After the simplify, we need to substitute the upper limit and the lower limit. Upper limit z needs to minus to the lower limit 0, and we'll get z the power of 4 plus z the power of 3/2. Next, the question asks to find the distribution between 200 liters to 600 liters. The question have stated that in 1000 liters, so we need to divide by 1000 and get 0.2 and 0.6. Next, after that, you can write the probability notation, which is z is between 0.2 and 0.6. So, to find the distribution, we need to substitute the value of z in the distribution function z. We can get the answer 0.168. For question 5b, calculate expected 5z squared minus z plus 3. We'll get 5 expected z squared minus expected z plus expected 3.
expected Z actually is the mean. And how to find the expected Z is we need to multiply the equation with the Z and integrate it. After multiply the equation with the Z, we will get 2Z to the power of 4 plus 3 over 2Z to the power of 3. And integrate with upper limit and lower limit, we will get the expected Z, which is 31 over 40. Expected Z squared means Z squared multiply with equation and integrate it. After multiply the equation with Z squared and integrate with upper limit and lower limit, and we will get the answer. Expected Z squared is equal to 19 over 30. Finally, from the whole equation, we can substitute the value that we solved just now, and we will get the answer 5.39167 or 647 over 120.